Hi everyone, and welcome back to Mr. Peckham's Tech Class. How's it going? And this is in partnership with Common Sense Education. Yes, thank you, Common Sense Education. Okay, so today we are going to be learning about the power of words. Words are super powerful, as you probably already knew. Okay, so I want you to start thinking, what should you do when someone uses mean or hurtful language on the internet? Start thinking about that. That's going to be kind of our discussion question for the whole for this whole video. All right. So the first thing we're going to learn is that it's important to think about the words we use because everyone interprets things differently. Second thing we're going to learn is identify ways to respond to mean words online using STOP. S-T-O-P. We're going to learn what S-T-O-P means. And last but not least, we're going to decide what kinds of statements are okay to say online and what kinds are not okay to say online. Okay, so our first activity. See those emojis up there? So what you're going to do is you're going to choose one that applies when I say a word, okay? So you're going to hold up 1 for number 1, 2 for number 2, 3 for number 3, or 4 for number 4. Yes, you're answering with your fingers, not with your mouth, okay? Listen carefully. Hello. Okay, you heard me say hello, right? Now, which one did you choose? Was it 1? Was it 2? Was it 3? Or was it 4? All right. Hope you had fun with that. Now we're going to do that again. Ready? Hello. Which one did you choose that time? 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. One more time. Hello. Hello. Okay. Now, which one did you choose that time? Was it 1, 2, 3, or 4? Okay. Last but not least, you see the word hello on the screen. You just read it. What emoji do you decide that you feel when you read the word hello? Kind of a hard one, isn't it? You're just reading a word on a page. It ends with a period. Is it a sad hello? Is it an angry hello? Is it a scared hello? Is it a happy hello? Is it a don't bother me right now hello? Which one is it? Okay, so the point is, if you're talking to someone, you can tell from their facial expression, their eyes, their eyebrows, how they say a word, what they mean by it. But when you're just reading something online, and sometimes you read it one way, and another person reads it another way, and another person reads it a completely different way. There's like 4 or 5 ways to read one little sentence, okay? Pretty crazy. Okay, so here's a really important word. Interpret. Interpret means to understand something based on your point of view. On your point of view. That doesn't mean there's only one answer. It means you interpret something. You're reading it one way, another person's reading it another way. Good word to think about. Interpret. All right. You finally get to watch a video. That's not me. It's a video, and I want you to start thinking about, what does this video say about the saying, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words can never hurt me? I heard that as I was a kid, and it never made any sense to me because words. Well, what do you think of this video?
this isn't fun anymore.
Hey, what's up? Ready to work on our project? Wait, is something wrong?
No, well, yeah. That player 3 got online and was trash talking.
Trash talking? Really?
Yeah, and I know I should ignore it, but, well, words do hurt sometimes.
I know how you feel. I once posted a photo of my dog, and because I forgot to make the photo private, anyone could comment on it.
What happened?
The comments were totally mean, and I didn't even know those people.
What did you do?
You mean after I burst into tears? Well, I remember the rules of STOP, stop. S, step away. T, tell a trusted adult. O, okay sites first. P, pause and think online. I tried to follow that advice, and believe me, it's not easy. So I told my big sister, who said that true friends support each other. No bashing allowed. Remember, there's always someone else on the other side of that screen. How do you treat others online?
Wow, that was not an encouraging video, was it? Although the kid's sister was pretty cool. Yeah. So, I want you to tell someone next to you, why do you think those other players said those things to Gut? I'm going to give you 10 seconds to talk to someone next to you and listen to their opinion. Listen to what they say. Okay? You guys have 10 seconds. All right. I hope you guys all had something good to share, and I hope that you all respectfully listened to whoever shared with you. So your eyes are up here again. We're going to look at another thing. It's called empathy, okay? Empathy means to imagine in your head the feelings that someone else is experiencing. Okay, so I want you to think about this word, empathy. Now, for a lot of people, empathy is hard because they're often thinking about themselves, okay? Now, empathy means you have to get outside of your own head, start thinking about what other people are doing or how other people are feeling. So, empathy means to imagine the feelings that someone else is experiencing. Can you guys do that with me? Imagine the feelings that someone else is experiencing, okay? Get out of your head and start thinking of how other people are feeling. Probably do that when you're watching a movie or reading a book. You start to feel feelings that that person might be feeling in the movie or a book. But it's a little bit harder sometimes when it's like a story online or like one of your friends talking. Sometimes you start thinking and you should start just listening to what they say and feeling what they might be feeling. All right. In that video, we learned this cool acronym. STOP. S stands for step away. The great thing about being online is you can just walk away from it. Okay? If it's on your phone, just set your phone down and walk away. If it's on your Chromebook, just close it and walk away. T stands for tell a trusted adult. Okay? Tell an adult. Adults know how to deal with these things mostly, and you can trust them. Okay? Make sure it's a trusted adult. And now the third one is okay. O for okay sites first. Don't just go on a website because one of your friends was talking about it. Talk to your parents before you start going on random websites, or talk to your teacher. If your teacher tells you to go on a certain website, then probably is a good website to go to. And last but not least, pause and think online. Think before you start posting something online, whether it's picture or a video, or it's a comment on what someone else did, or even just a message to someone else. Pause before you do it and think, okay, is this true, helpful? Is it kind? Is it necessary? Is it important? So once again, step away, tell a trusted adult, okay the sites first, and then pause and think before you start posting things. Okay, so we're going to do one more little story. It says, read the story. Well, I'm going to read it to you. And then work with a partner to answer the questions that follow. So let's get this party started. So, Feet loves a website where you can play in a virtual world and chat with other players. Lately, Feet has been playing in a new area. Feet started receiving some mean messages from the other players. Player A, what are you doing here? You don't belong here. Player B, yeah, go away. Player A, you're ruining the game. Now I want you to practice empathy here. How would you feel if you were Feet reading those messages? Wait. So I want you to use that sentence frame, I would feel. So remember practicing empathy, thinking in your head what someone else would be feeling, okay? How would you feel? Tell someone next to you, you have 10 seconds. Okay, you have 10 seconds to share with someone next to you. And we're turning off our voices in 3, turning off our voices in 2, eyes up on the screen in 1, eyes on the screen in 0. The next question is, why do you think people send these kinds of messages to people they don't know? Player A and B didn't even know the other player. So we're going to use that sentence frame again. People send these kinds of messages because. Okay, you guys have 10 seconds to share this with your neighbor, okay? People send these kinds of messages because. Okay, I hope you guys all had something really important to share and that you listened respectfully to what your friends said. Okay, now our third question is, what advice would you give Feet to respond to this situation? Remember, STOP. So what advice would you give Feet to respond to this situation? I'm going to give you guys 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Your voices are off in 3. You are finishing your conversations in 2. You are done in 1. And voices are off. Let's look back up at the screen. Don't forget, stop means step away. Tell a trusted adult. Okay the sites first and pause and think online. By the way, maybe if you okayed the site and then this happened, maybe you should take that off of the list of sites you go to. Okay? Plus, a lot of sites allow you to disable chat. So you could just let people not talk to you again, and then you won't have that. Or not let strangers talk to you again. Okay, you guys ready for our next activity? So now we're going to be talking about what is an okay message to be sending online, okay? So for each statement that I read, think about whether it would be okay or not okay to send that as a message to someone in a video game or as a comment, okay? You guys understand? So all you have to do is give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. You don't need to tell why, you don't need to tell that you've had that happen to you or anything like that. You guys can share stories like that later with your friends at recess as long as they're helpful. All right, you guys ready? Here's the first one. Oh my gosh. You are an idiot. Do you guys think that's something that you should be sharing online? Or saying at all? I'm having a party and you're not invited. Should we put that online? Thumbs up, thumbs down. I like your new haircut. That one's a hard one. Can you say that online? What do you think? Thanks for the advice. Next time, would you mind telling me in person rather than by texting? Thumbs up or thumbs down. Did you finish your homework? Could be sending it to your friend. Hey, did you finish your homework? Is that okay to send online? Okay. So, I hope you guys have really given some thought to this about what is okay to say online. And don't forget that when I read those statements, like you are an idiot, did you forget to turn in your homework? Did you remember to do your homework? Did you finish your homework? Whatever it was. Um, I'm having a party and you're not invited. I read it in the tone of voice I thought they meant, but hey, it was just a text message. I could have read it one way and you could have read it another way. So I just want to give a big shout out to Common Sense Education there. And this is our slogan right here. We are kind and courageous. It's kind of like we are terrific. We are kites. We are kind and courageous. Are you kind online? Are you being courageous? It takes a lot of courage to stand up for yourself. It takes a lot of courage, okay? It takes even more courage to stand up for someone else. So are you being kind, courageous? Be kind and courageous.